So hi everyone, I'm Aligolia and I'm one of the reporter for today. So in introduction is in the preceding chapter we discussed the extent to which organization should seek to develop cooperative arrangement when developing strategies. This chapter cover various motivation for entering into cooperative ventures and introduces the advantage and disadvantage of strategic alliance. The chapter also highlight the advantage and disadvantage of different forms of the most popular strategic alliances. In addition, the chapter explains how the strategic alliances should be formed national and in a national context. So sabi dito, yung preceding chapter daw is dinidiscuss dito yung pag-extend ng mga organization na kung saan hinahangad nila ma-develop yung cooperative arrangement nila sa isang developing strategist, which is sa chapter na to nako-cover yung mga various motivations for entering into cooperative ventures na ini-introduce naman ng advantages at saka disadvantage ng isang strategic alliances. Also, na-highlight din daw dito yung mga advantages, disadvantages ng mga different forms of the most popular strategic alliances. For example, is Uber and Spotify. At saka nag-explain din daw sa chapter na ito yung mga strategic alliances na nabubuo nationally and in a national context. Strategic alliances. The term strategic alliances is often defined as agreement between two or more partners to share resource and knowledge that could be beneficial to all parties involved. This is all according to Katolch and Olsen 2003. These strategic alliances can be as simple as two companies sharing their technology or marketing resources in order to develop a product jointly and market promote collaboratively. Like for example nga is Uber and Spotify. Diba? They combined each other in order to both to collaborate and to promote each other. Also, the strategic alliances agreement can also be classified into equity-based or no equity-based. These agreements range from joint ventures, collaborations, and network arrangement to management, contract, franchising, or licensing, and are a result of formal or informal agreements between two or more companies. Strategic alliances can allow an exchange of tangible assets or intangible capabilities of the firm, such as knowledge, skills, financial capital, technical capabilities, managerial capabilities, and other intangible assets such as a firm reputations. The first type of alliances occur at the strategic level of organization and is exemplified by the growth of consortium type organization such as Best Western and Consort. So, the strength of using strategic alliances as a vehicle of growth is that this approach can rapidly take advantage of the brand recognition of several multinational organizations. Marketing costs can be spread over larger base, make the effort more efficient and effective through gains in economies of scale. These partnerships are no longer confined to companies operating in the same industry, and there is an increase in a strategic alliance between synergistically related firms such as airline, car rental, life insurance companies, and lodging corporations. Those H&T firm involved in the strategic alliances seek to achieve organizational objectives better through collaboration than through competitions. These result in various mutual benefits. This includes higher returns on equity, better return on the investment, and higher success rates. Other benefits include reduction of external environmental and internal uncertainty. External environmental uncertainty can be overcome partly by reducing demand uncertainty arising from unpredictable of customer and their behavior, and partly through reducing competitive uncertainty. So, at this report, so for the last part, it is a well-managed strategic alliance. Companies to gain access to those markets that would otherwise be uneconomical. Furthermore, it supports new market entry as the firm can sidestep governmental restrictions, diffuse new technology, and use existing market leader skills in order to become competent. Despite having numerous benefits, strategic alliances also have various drawbacks. Alliance provide opportunities to learn new skills and core competencies, but at the same time, alliance creates the potential danger of transforming a partner into a competitor. In addition, the dissolution of alliances partnership due to the inappropriate selection of strategic alliance, partnership, and or conflict during the partnership might result in a poor fit, leading to adverse monetary and strategic effects. So basically, introduction is the one who introduced to you the topic and tell you everything about the topic and what you are looking for. So, thank you.
Good morning everyone, I am Jenna Lorraine Asherto, second reporter of Chapter 7. My topic is about franchising. Franchising is a partnership between different parties that involves assigning rights by the brand and business system owner, or the franchisor, to the franchisee to use the name of the brand and format via a contract. This contract is usually for a fixed period of time, with a geographical scope requiring a franchisee to pay an initial upfront fee and thereafter a royalty based on a percentage of actual revenues generated. Franchising offers mutual benefits to both the franchisor and the franchisee. Franchisors prefer franchise partnerships because the business format is seen as a risk-averse mode as it allows fast growth with minimum financial capital input. So dito po ang franchising ay isang mahusay na paraan upang mabilis na makabuo ng isang negosyo. Kung meron kang isang idea, isang tatak o isang itinatag na negosyo na maaring mapalaki ng mabilis at makarating sa isang malawak na lugar, bilang pinakasimpleng antas, ang franchise ay isang pag-aayos kung saan bibigyan mo ang ibang tao ng karapatang gamitin ang iyong pangalan, tatak at pamamaraan ng negosyo upang magbenta ng mga partikular na kalakal o serbisyo sa isang takdang panahon. Bilang orihinal na may-ari ng tatak, katawagan kang franchisor, ang taong binigyan mo ng karapatan ay ang franchisee at ang karapatan na ipinagkaloob ay tinatawag na franchise. Karaniwang kabayaran ka ng franchise na isang paunang bayarin at mga royalty sa mga benta o serbisyo sa buhay ng franchise. In addition, franchising entails a high degree of control from the franchisor being unable to adapt to local taste and needs without franchisor's authorization and payment of a continuing fee. Furthermore, it is quite difficult to ensure that all franchises retain standard operating methods to achieve uniformity. The franchisor and the franchisee may have different objectives in regarding turnover and profit, so conflict between the two parties may result. The relationship may also become strained as franchises may resent any control by the franchisor. When conflicts do occur, however, the franchisor often cannot dismiss the franchise and is only able to buy the franchisee out. Finally, the franchisor may face competition from the franchisee in the future. So, bilang franchisor, ay pinapanatili mo ang ilang control, ngunit ang ilang franchisee ay mahalagang nagpapatakbo ng kanilang sariling negosyo. Maaari kang magbigay ng mga franchise bilang isang pagpapatakbo o pahintulutan ang isang franchisee na magpatakbo ng maaring outlet at kahit magbigay ng mga sub-franchise sa iba pang negosyo. Meron naman po tayong pros of franchisor. We have easier market penetration, access to market exposure and growth, access to local knowledge, saving time in setting up new units, manpower resource allocation by franchisee, sharing legal responsibility with the franchisee, low capital expenditure, and etc. Sa pros po, ito po yung mga kalamangan ng franchisor at pag-access sa panlabas na kapital upang pondohan ang paglago, kakayahang lumago ng mabilis ang isang network ng franchise. Pagbabahagi ng isang panganib sa negosyo sa mga franchise at karagdagang mapagkukunan ng daloy ng salapi mula sa bayarin sa prangkisa, mga royalties at iba pa. Next, we have franchisor cons. We have first, challenges of controlling standardized policies, differing views between franchisor and franchisee about long and short-term goals, inability to ensure policy of sales maximization, losing ownership, dependence of franchisee. Sa mga cons naman po, ito po yung mga kahinaan ng franchisor. Ito po yung makabuluhang gastos sa pauna at oras na kinakailangan upang maitaguyod ang kinakailangan ng sistema ng franchise at infrastruktura, kabilang ang maayos na pagpapatakbo, ang paghaharap ng mga angkop na kalidad ng franchise upang mapalagong negosyo. Bilang karagdagan, kailangan mong maghanda ng mga legal na kontrata. Ang mga bagong franchise ay madalas na nais ng suporta sa paghanap ng lokasyon ng negosyo at pagsasanay ng mga bagong empleyado. Meron naman po tayong franchisee pros. First, design and tested blueprint, operational guidelines, a proven track record, initial help and advice in setting up the unit, an established name, access to marketing and sales, reduced working capital, support and guidance from franchisor. Sa pros ng franchisee, ito po yung major advantage ng nakukuha natin buying into a franchise rather than starting from scratch, an immediate brand recognition. Some franchisors provide to set up business of the sound. You may also get buying power with vendors you couldn't get as a simple store operations. Next, we have franchisee cons. We have inflexibility in purchasing decisions, dependence on franchisor for market presence and economic scale, payments, and flexible rules and procedure, mutual dependence, change by the franchisor in operating and guideline, too many franchise units in the same region. Ito po naman yung major obstacle for a franchisee is often cost. Franchisors often require high net worth their franchises to increase the chance for success. The overall brand fails if a franchise operation fails, along with upfront finance fees. Franchises often pay annual licensing fees to contribute to company advertising and administrative costs. You have less control over the operations of a franchise. Many franchisees require that you operate or other franchise store to maintain a consistent brand image. That's all. Thank you.
In a franchise partnership, franchisors aim to achieve uniformity across the system by diminishing the likelihood of wide variations in brand standards, which may well lead to dissatisfied customers. On the other hand, franchisees seek autonomy and innovative ways to do business. So, sinasabi dito sa isang pakikipagsosyo sa pagpa-franchise, ang mga franchisors ay nag-i-aim na makuha or makamit nila yung mga pagkakapara-pareho ng mga buong system sa pamamagitan ng pagbawas ng posibilidad ng malawak na pagkakaiba-iba ng mga brand standards na maaari daw mag-cause ng hindi masiyan or magustuhan ng customers. On the other hand, yung mga franchise ay naghahanap ng autonomy at mga makabagong paraan para makapagnegosyo. Siyempre, kung magpa-franchise ka na din lang, doon ka na sa magugustuhan ng customer. Example, dito yung kung magpa-franchise ka, example is ang Jollibee. Siyempre, alam naman natin na madami silang competence like McDo, Pizza Hut, etc. May mga pagkakaiba man sila sa mga brand standards, pero kapag sinabi mo talagang Jollibee, talagang masisiyahan yung mga customers mo. Siyempre, kaya din naghahanap yung mga franchise ng mga paraan para sa kanila magiging negosyo. Gusto nila yung hindi lamang basta sila kikita, kundi na rin makapagbigay sila ng saya sa mga customers. The next is Connell, 1997. Therefore, in order to create a cooperative environment, franchise may offer training programs to franchisees that assist the franchisee to operate in line with the franchisor's guidelines, provide comprehensive details in the franchise manual, and regularly communicate with franchisee. So, sabi ni Connell, upang makabuo daw po ng isang cooperative environment, ang mga franchisors ay maaari silang mag-alok ng mga programs sa magpa-franchise na mag-a-assist sa mga franchisee. Dito, ituturo nila yung mga alituntunin ng mga franchisors bago ka makapag-franchise ng isang business. Dito din, ibibigay nila yung mga comprehensive details sa pagpa-franchise. Dagdag pa dito, ang mga franchisors should pay particular attention sa pagkilala at pagpili ng kanilang magiging prospective na kasosyo upang maiwasan ang mga possible na mangyari sa pakikipagsosyo sa pagpa-franchise. Sa madali salita po, kung ikaw ay magpa-franchise, syempre, kailangan mong sundin yung mga system ng iyong franchisors. Nang sa gayon, hindi mangyari na malugi yung iyong magiging business. And next dito ay sinalang-alang din ng mga franchisors yung bilang sa pagpili kapag kumuha ng kanilang magiging kasosyo. Ang isang kasosyo sa pagpa-franchise daw po ay dapat meron lakas sa pananalapi. In other words, kailangan malaki kang perang hawak. Siyempre, ganun naman talaga. Usually, lahat ng business or pagpa-franchise mo, kailangan talaga ng malaking pera. Nasa ganyan daw po ay para mapanatili ang financial health ng system para maging compatible yung business goal mo with franchisors. Dagdag din dito, dapat daw po yung magiging kasosyo mo ay magkaroon ng kaalaman pagdating sa negosyo. Yung hindi ka basta-basta ba magpa-franchise. Siyempre, kailangan dapat may tiwala ka sa sarili mo. Kailangan meron kang characteristics sa pagiging mapagkumpetensya bago ka mag-franchise. Siyempre, di mo naman maiwasan na may tatayo kang business, wala kang katulad. Siyempre, kailangan handa ka na makipagkompetensya kung ikaw ay magtatayo man ng business mo. Kailangan din sa characteristic mo ay meron kang mabuting pakikitungo sa industriya para makapag-contribute yun na maging success yung franchise system. Sa franchising daw po ay hindi kailangan or kinakailangan ng mga kondisyon ng isang maunlad na economy. Halimbawa, tayo ka sa isang lugar na hindi naman masyadong matao pero andun yung mga pangangailangan nila. Hanggat na bibigay mo yung mga products o services na pinranchise mo dun sa mga tao, hanggat nandun yung pangangailangan nila, ikaw ay magiging successful dun sa business na pinranchise mo. Hanggat namimit mo yung demand, ikaw ay magiging successful. Para na din ma-motivate mo yung sarili mo na maging successful ka dun sa business na pinranchise mo. There are many different franchising methods. The first is the master license. A company grants a license to an individual or firm in the target territory so the licensee operates all outlets under its ownership. Yung master license, yun po yung license na binibigay ng company sa individual para dun sa target na territory nila na tatayo ng kanilang business. Ang pangalawa naman po ay ang direct license. Direct license, a franchisor company grants a license to an operating franchise and provides direct backup and support. Siyempre, kapag magpa-franchise ka, magbibigay sa'yo ng license ay yung franchisors mo na magagamit mo kung sakaling ikaw ay hanapan ng license, yun yung maging backup and support mo. The next is the branch or subsidiary operation. A firm establishes a direct presence in an area by setting up a branch or subsidiary and then expands it to the area by granting franchises and providing direct service to its franchisee. Ito naman po yung pagkakaroon sa isang lugar sa pamamagitan ng pag-set up ng isang sangay or subsidiary. At pagkatapos, maaari itong lumawak sa lugar sa pamamagitan ng pagbibigay ng mga franchisors ng mga direct na serbisyo sa kanilang mga franchisee. Ang pang-apat naman po ang joint venture. Ang joint venture, a company establishes a joint company with another one in the target territory and grants the on-site partner licensee to operate its own outlets, sub-franchise or both. Yung joint venture naman, yun yung ang isang company nagtatag magkasamang company na may isa pa silang target na territory na binibigay yung lisensya dun sa kasosyo mo dun sa site upang siya yung magpatakbo ng sarili nitong outlet or sub-franchise. Halimbawa nito, may nakuha kang kasosyo mo or kasama dun sa company, dun sa kanya mo ibibigay yung or sa kanya mapapapunta yung lisensya para siya yung magmamanage dun sa site na pagtatayuan nyo ng business. Expanded market, an increase in population and a rise in disposable income, which can be rapid in some countries, have generated a market for hotel companies. The expanded market size and potential demand of franchise hotel are growing, especially in Southeast Asia. Yung expanded market na po, yun yung pagtaas ng mga populations na kung saan ang pagtaas din ng kita. Na mabilis itong nangyayari sa isang bansa na nag-generate sa market for hotel companies. Tapos ang expanded market ay potential demand. Kadalasan din nag-grow sa Southeast Asia. The next is demographic trends. Trends that favor the increase of franchising in foreign markets are increased educational levels of local population, technological advancement that facilitate travel overseas, the ability of the younger generation to try new foreign products, rapid development of rural areas, and concentration of population in urban and industrial areas. Yung demographic trends po, yun yung mga makabagong teknolohiya na kung saan na-improve yung mga educational levels at technological advancement. Ngayon, pwede ka na makapag-franchise ng foreign market at sabi dito, mas mabilis ang kakayahan ng mga kabataan ngayon sa paggamit ng mga makabagong teknolohiya. The next is increased travel tourism. More frequent travel for both business and pleasure has positively exposed successful and fast-growing hotel franchising to visitors worldwide. Quality of products and services. The standardization process that is used by many franchise concepts has created quality assurance and consumer satisfaction. So, sa quality of products and services, ito po yung mga process na ginagamit ng marami nagpa-franchise na concept, kasi ang mga paggawa ng mga quality ng products and services ay malaking tulong na magbigay ang satisfaction ng isang customer. For example nga daw po dun yung McDonald's, Kentucky, Pizza Hut. Syempre alam naman po natin na ito mga franchise na ito ay good quality ang service dahil sa kanilang background and good image sa kanilang mga customers. The next, the technological advancement. Advanced information technology has led to more sophisticated control and management techniques being implemented in many parts of the world, and his has made the concept of a franchise system easier to implement. In technological advancement, ito po yung mga makabagong advanced na technology para makontrol at ma-manage ang isang franchise system at mas mapadali yung mga pag-implement ng mga work. For example po, yung system ng McDo, yung pag-order mas napapadali po yung pag-encode ng mga orders na binibili nila.
Hello everyone, I'm Maricruz Reyes and my report is about contract management. So, lahat naman siguro tayo familiar about that. Pero, meron pa rin talagang ibig sabihin or kung ano yung kahalagahan, bakit meron tayong management contract. So, based on my research, this is an argument under which operational control of an enterprise is vested by contract in a separate enterprises that performs the necessary managerial functions in return for a fee. At mayroon itong tatlong stage, which is a preparation, perfection, at consumption. So, yung management contract is meron advantages. So, syempre, kapag meron tayong advantages, meron din siyang disadvantages. So, yung advantages nito sa atin is standards, process, and strategies spend visibility, enhance compliance, and less maverick spending. Yung disadvantages naman niya is organization gives up a considerable amount of control over the service that will provide to customer. For example, when an IT firm contracts out the website support for its clients, its own employees will no longer provide day-to-day troubleshooting. So, kaya hindi nakakaintindihang maayos yung mga client. So, sabi dito, management contracts can be defined as the management of one company by another, and often but not always, the two are in different countries. A firm with an established reputation for being an excellent manager will grow by contracting to manage properties for an owner in return for a fee. So, in the hospitality industry daw, management contracts have been recognized as one of the quickest form of expansion strategies with minimal risk. So, sa hospitality industry naman daw, ang mga kontrata ay kinikilala bilang isa sa mga pinakamabilis na diskarte upang mapalawak ang negosyo ng isang kumpanya. So, in essence, the rationale behind a management contract is one company managing another resource with either no minimal equity. Typically, a management contract involves a three-concern arrangement in which one company, the operator, agrees with another owner to set up a third contract venture to bring together the operators and the owner capital. So, in essence naman daw, ay kadalasan, ay isang kontrata na nagkakaroon ng tatlong concern, which is yun nga yung arrangement na kung saan ang isang kumpanya ay may operator na sumasang-ayon sa isa pang may-ari na magtaguyod ang pakikipagsapalaran sa kontrata para pagsamahin ang kanilang mga operator. And then, management contract arrangement din daw are favored in many international settings by international hotel chains such as Hilton and intercontinental hotels that have internationally recognized brands and successful track record of hotel management expertise. So there are certain things that the owner and the operator have to agree on a managed contract. So typically, an owner must agree to this following. First, provide the property, syempre, equipment, furniture, fittings, inventories, and working capital. So the second one is grant the operator sales and exclusive right to control and operate the property. So third, not interfere with the management of the property, since they have the expertise and responsibility to perform these tasks. So next, cover the payment of all wage and salaries of employees, syempre. Next, carry adequate insurance coverage, pay an agreed contract fee and a percentage of the operator head office expenses if appropriate. And lastly, give the operator first refusal on buying the property if the owner sells during the term of the contract. So on the other hand, syempre kapag ginawa natin ang management contract, kailangan mayroon tayong sundin and the operator must do this. They need to select, employ, train, and supervising the staff, install suitable accounting system and maintain their bookkeeping records, negotiate leases and concessions in the property, apply for, obtain, and maintain all license, so negotiate all service contracts, carry out operational purchasing, plan, prepare, and contract advertising and promotion programs, prepare annual budget, carry out operational purchasing, carry out at the owner's expense all necessary repairs, replacement, and improvements, comply with the law, and last, provide the chain's name and central reservation system. So, kailangan sundin to ng operator para mas maayos ang kanilang management contract. So, HMT organizations usually choose a management contract because it is a good opportunity to generate more revenue with less risk out of expensive acquired knowledge. So, yung HMT organization ay nakapag-provide ng simple at accessible financial. So, products tailored for a customer base, kaya sila ang palaging pinipili ng mga company. So, this group was founded in London in 1897 as a Harvey and Thompson. So, hindi pa sila. Kaya HNT, meaning Harvey and Thompson. So, noong 1992, it had 27 stores. HNT was acquired by the Cash America. So, meron din silang kakaibang characteristic like perishability, intangibility, heterogeneity, cost structure at labor intensive na mas nakakapagpaayos sa isang kumpanya. So, merong other reason why an operator might choose to enter into a management contract. So, una dito is yung operator expertise is saleable. Next, the operator has spare resources such as management, know-how, and equipment. So, third is there is a viable new business that offer low-risk market entry, and it allows the operator to control the standard of operations. And lastly, the contract can bring additional business in the sale and other goods and services. So, in my last slide, from the owner point of view, the major motivating factor for entering the contract is to acquire expertise or simply to put funds into a profitable project. So, meron dito some other motivates for the contract. So, first, lack of essential and technical management skills that the operator could provide. Second, the operator provide technical advice, pre-opening assistance, marketing support, and management services. Last, if the contract is established with an operator who has a good reputation, it can make it easier to obtain financing. So, yung management contract, hindi lang basta pala siya kontrata like yung mga naririnig natin na kapag nag-aano tayo sa isang lugar or business na pagtatayuan natin ng business. Marami pala siyang do's and don'ts. So, meron din siyang advantages and disadvantages. So, kailangan bago tayo pumasok sa isang contract, so, kailangan alam natin yung mga gagawin natin. Nang sa gayon, hindi masira or hindi masayang yung gastos natin at hindi mapunta kung saan yung gagawin natin sa isang kontrata. So, in my last slide, from the owner point of view, the major motivating factor for entering the contract is to acquire expertise or simply to put funds into a profitable project. So, meron dito some other motivates for the contract. So, first, lack of essential and technical management skills that the operator could provide. Second, the operator provide technical advice, pre-opening assistance, marketing support, and management services. Last, if the contract is established with an operator who has a good reputation, it can make it easier to obtain financing. So, yung management contract, hindi lang basta pala siya kontrata like yung mga naririnig natin na kapag nag-aano tayo sa isang lugar or business na pagtatayuan natin ng business. Marami pala siyang do's and don'ts. So, meron din siyang advantages and disadvantages. So, kailangan bago tayo pumasok sa isang contract, so, kailangan alam natin yung mga gagawin natin. Nang sa gayon, hindi masira or hindi masayang yung gastos natin at hindi mapunta kung saan yung gagawin natin sa isang kontrata.
Hi guys, I'm Christy DG San Pedro. So yeah, what is joint ventures? So a joint venture can be defined as the participation of two or more companies in enterprise in which party contributes assets, owns the entirety to some degree, and shares the risk. Joint ventures may permit better relationship with local governments and organizations such as labor unions. Government-related reasons can be the major rationale for joint ventures in less developed countries, particularly in the local partner is the government itself, or if the local partner is politically influential. The new venture may be eligible for tax incentives, grants, and government support. The key to the joint venture is the sharing of a common business objective. However, internationally, the issue of an inability to work while the foreign partner might occur because of the culture differences. So, ayun guys, meaning, ang pinaka-point ng ventures, ito yung pagsasanib pwersa ng dalawa o higit pang mga kumpanya na kung saan ang samahan ay nagpapalitan ng pag-aari at pag-involve sa maaring kapalit o pagsugal nila. So, ayun, joint ventures din ay maaaring magkaroon din ng mas magandang samahan sa mga local government at sa mga organisasyon, gaya nga ng labor unions na nabanggit din doon sa joint ventures. Ayun, at ang mga panukala din ng gobyerno ay maaaring maging malaking dahilan para sa joint ventures na hindi masyadong maunlad na mga bansa, lalo na sa local partner na ang gobyerno mismo o ang local partner ay maimpluwensya sa politika. Yun. At ano pa ba? So, ayun, parang sinasabi din doon na ang bagong ventures ay karapat-dapat para sa tax incentives, grants, at suporta ng gobyerno. Ayun, tapos ano pa ba? Ang susi din ng joint ventures ay ang pagbabahagi ng layunin ng isang business. Ayan. Ano pa ba? At gayon pa man, internationally, maaring maging issue ng walang kakayahang magtrabaho ng mabuti kasama ang foreign partner dahil sa pagkakaiba-iba ng kultura. Ayun, naintindihan niyo ba? Basta intindihin niyo na lang yung explanation ko. Ulit-ulitin niyo na lang kung nila. So, ayun, yun nga po yung ibig sabihin ng joint ventures. So, next is, ayan, kasama din sa joint ventures yung in selecting partners, companies pay attention to the culture capability of the partner. For example, in the case of expanding into India and Chinese markets. If you do not have market knowledge, joint venture partnership with a local partner can be a viable option in order to make presence in these markets. So, ano naman yung ibig sabihin nun? Sinasabi naman doon, sa pagpili ng mga partner, ang mga kumpanya ay dapat bigyang atensyon, katugma sa mga kultura ng mga partner. For example, yun nga, sa pagpapalawak ng India at Chinese markets, pag wala kang kaalaman, ang samahan ng joint ventures with local partner ay maaaring makatulong upang mag-grow ang mga markets. So, ayun. Yun po yung ibig sabihin. Next is wholly owned subsidiaries. Sumasakit yung mata ko. Ang liit ng sulat. Okay? A wholly owned subsidiary involves the ownership and management of physical facilities for producing goods and services. Hospitality organizations might choose to set up their business either from scratch or by acquiring another organization, where an organization develops its resources and competences by taking over another organization. So recent years have seen a significant growth in the amount of direct investment and the number of acquisitions by hospitality organizations. So these approaches to growth allowed them to buy a quick presence, market share, and expertise. For example, in 2001, Intercontinental Hotels set itself the objective of becoming an important force in markets such as the United Kingdom, Germany, Italy, France, and Spain. And these are the markets that have economic potential for growth. So, yeah. Ano nga ba ang ibig sabihin ng wholly owned subsidiaries? So, ayun, meaning, ang wholly owned subsidiaries ay kasama sa pagmamayari at pamamalakad ng physical facilities at sa pagbuo ng mga products and services. So, yun nga. At sinasabi din dito na ang mga hospitality organization naman ay maaari ding mamili ng pagsisimula ng kanilang business. Maaring sa scratch or yung pagpaplano muna nila bago sila magsimula. So, ayun. Or pwede din palang magbayad muna sila ng organisasyon na kung saan ng isang organisasyon ay dinidevelop muna at kasama na din doon ang resources at yung ability na maging matagumpay sa pamamagitan ng pakikipag-ugnayan sa iba pang organisasyon. So, ayun. Sa mga nakalipas na taon ay parang nakitaan ng pag-unlad sa amount ng direct investment at sa bilang ng benta sa hospitality organization. So, ayun. At itong mga pag-unlad na ito guys ay maaari silang makabili ng mga quick presence, market shares at pag-expertise. Yun nga, for example, yung mga nabanggit ko binasa ko kanina. In 2001, Intercontinental Hotel set itself the objective of becoming an important force in markets such as the United Kingdom, Germany, Italy, France, and Spain. And these are the markets that have economic potential for growth. So yeah, I think that's it for the wholly owned subsidiaries. Next is they are among the world's top 12 tourism destinations in terms of the number of visitors. So the France is the world's largest tourism destination. Spain is the world's number 2 destination and generates the strongest RevPAR growth in Europe. Germany is Europe's number 2 hotel market and the world's largest generator of international travel. And the last is Italy is the largest hotel market with lowest brand penetrations. So, yeah. And the last is Bus Company, now called Intercontinental Hotels and Resorts. So ayun, ang bus company ay tinatawag na Intercontinental Hotels and Resorts, which used to be in the brewery business, managed to become a global player in the hospitality industry in the late 1990s and early 2000s. So yeah, I'm done. Thank you so much for listening. Sana naintindihan nyo kahit medyo may kabilisan ang aking pagpapaliwanag. So ayun guys, keep safe always. God bless you all.
A strategic alliance partnership is often referred to as marriage. Improper partner selection may not only prove to be fit, but it will result in increased management conflicts, slow decision-making process, and lack of communication. So, yun daw, strategic alliance ay madalas i-compare sa marriage or kasal. At ang maling pagpili daw ng partner ay hindi lang prove na hindi ito fit, kundi mas nagkukos ito ng mas madaming problema. So, Lorange Ruse, 1991. Nag-identify siya ng 5 steps na magli-lead sa selection ng tamang partner sa strategic alliance. Ito yung formulate the firm's strategy, develop a partnership benchmark, eliminate undesirable business sectors, select promising business sectors, and last, close from potential candidates. So, yung 5 steps na to ay magagamit sa mas detalyadong assessment ng strategy ng company. So, Lorange Ruse, 1991. Nag-identify siya ng 5 steps na magli-lead sa selection ng tamang partner sa strategic alliance. Ito yung formulate the firm's strategy, develop a partnership benchmark, eliminate undesirable business sectors, select promising business sectors, and last, close from potential candidates. So, yung 5 steps na to ay magagamit sa mas detalyadong assessment ng strategy ng company. Pett and Librel, 2001. Nag-propose sila ng business model para sa strategic formation. Kagaya nung ginawa ni Lorange Ruse ng 1991. But ang difference nila is si Lorange Ruse ay may 5 key stages ng process. Si Pett and Librel ay may 4 lang. Ito yung exploratory, recurrent, relational, and outcome. So, exploratory stage involves the initial process of bringing together two or more firms in order to enable them to assess one another's strengths and weaknesses. So, yun daw exploratory ay yun yung unang stage kung saan nagsasama nagsasama ng dalawa or higit pa na firm or organization para mas makita nila or ma-assess nila yung strength and weaknesses nila. And next yung recurrent stage. Short-term arrangements are made in order to evaluate the risks and motives of the participating organization and the organization engaged. So, ito daw, recurrent stage ay isang short-term arrangement lang na nag-evaluate ng risks and motives nung nagpa-participate na organization and the organization na nag-engage doon. So, next is relation contract stage. Once the element of trust is established and the risk is assessed, organization move to the relation contract stage and seek long-term alliance. So, pag daw na-establish na ng company yung trust at na-assess na yung mga risk, nag-move na sila dun sa relation contract stage at naghahanap na sila ng long-term alliance. And last, yung outcome. Finally, the outcome stage result in the organization choosing a partner with mutual goals and expectations. Ito yung last part or last stage na kung saan nakahanap na yung organization ng partner nila ng kapares nila ng goals, kapares nila ng expectations at ng kung ano pang gusto nilang gawin sa kanilang organization.